at Geneva Watch Days meeting with Manuel Emsch from Louis Erard, talking about the new Label Noir and other collaborations. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Good. Can you tell us a bit more about this beautiful Label Noir collaboration that you did?
Yes, well, to put it in perspective, I think in the meantime everybody knows that we like to do collaborations.
Exactly.
As part of our, I would say, it's more than part, it's really our base strategy. And we do collaborations in four fields. Mm-hmm. Watchmakers, with signature, à la Silberstein, Vianney Halter.
Beautiful ones.
Yeah. Architects and designer, Atelier, beautiful one too.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Contemporary artists, but that's coming in the end of the year. We're starting with really well-established contemporary artists, and what I call, in a larger sense, watchmaking ecosystem. Pretty much everybody in this industry who has something to say, who has a touch, who has a view, who has something to say about watches. And within this, we did already two collaborations. The first one was Second. This one here with Romaric, that just got nominated in the final selection of the Grand Prix de l'Horlogerie. Not bad.
That's really good.
It's also been a very, very successful piece, the 404 Error, where we make fun of ourselves. Instead of Louis Erard, we're getting to Louis Erard. But we want to make a little bit of fun. There's one coming at Halloween that's pretty funny. If you think about Halloween and Error or Erard, what comes up? Horror. Anyway, cutting a long story short, so that was the first collaboration of that ecosystem, and the second was with William from Masena Lab, recently at the end of April, beginning of May this year. 2 editions, super products, and here again, selected in the final round of the Grand Prix de l'Horlogerie. So the 2 watches we put in the pre-selection have been nominated, and I'm obviously very proud of this. So let's see if this is going to happen for the new collaboration that we talked about, Label Noir. And Label Noir is a company that does a lot of customization. Mm-hmm. And I found it interesting to let them also have a view on our product, on our iconic regulator. And they have a bit of an acid view on the industry, so that's why we choose the acid green. This little attention to detail with the green elements. So we have our iconic regulator, this time for the first time in a PVD case. Mm-hmm. And I privilege PVD to DLC. A lot of people say, but DLC is more resistant than PVD. This is true, but on the other hand, is DLC, if you really have a hard shock, it chips off. You have to change everything. Versus with PVD, there might be a little bit of patina over time, but I like the patina, because patina is what makes a watch give a bit of soul.
So anyway, like with the old Panerai watches. Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day. So PVD treated 42mm case, our iconic excellence case, regulator movement, Salita based, and a little green touch that we can find on the strap and obviously on the second hand. And this contrast, there's a lot of contrast between these different blacks, between the hour counter and the minute counter. And also a little sweet little detail. Okay. We now start to put back sapphires tainted in the mass, this time in green, but we'll see other colors in the future. Again, not to neglect, a limited edition of 178, launched today. And I think they're sold. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess by now they should be sold out. You know, I mean, I think in the meantime, a lot of people also understood that Louis Erard has a fantastic value proposition. As you know, a lot of our products are selling quite nicely on the second market with added values or higher prices than what they're on the first market.
And sometimes difficult to obtain when they're new.
Or impossible sometimes.
Exactly.
Unless you know me personally. See? And you can see, if you look, this is always the same movement. At the end of the day, we always have this Salita regulator movement that's exclusive to us, but there's just, it goes so wild and so large, and at the same time it's current. And I think this is the interesting thing with collaborations, is that they reinterpret your classics in a totally different way, from something very ultra classic to something, I would say, a bit of provocative,
funky, yeah.
Something very, very strong in terms of aesthetics, and something that is also quite unique. I mean, and I think this really makes it interesting for brand level.
You're seeing regulator, and more regulators. What is the story between Louis Erard and the regulators?
Well, I think the regulator has become our core product, obviously, because we use it for the collaborations mainly. But it's also a little complication, a little unusual, not very common complication. And it's also an identity complication. And I like that because it helps again, because the fact that we dissociate the different elements of time, the minute, the hour and the second, it gives also more creative freedom. And it just gives a unique touch to the brand. We obviously also do one push chronos, or we also do 3 hour, minute, second, and soon you will see complicated movements. So what we apply today with collaborations, with materials, with design, with creativity, we will also move up with, let's say, manufactured movements.
You briefly mentioned the affordable price point. For how much can people buy this one?
We always stay in this range for the time being of between 2,000 Swiss franc, which is the lowest price that we today have in our collection, because we can't produce quality that we want Swiss made below that price in the limited editions, up to 4,000. So we are in this 2,000 to 4,000 Swiss franc price range, and most of our regulator are between 3 and 4.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you too.